Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the intraday video and based on the 1 hour and the 15-minute chart to see what happened, what it might happen of course in the next hours. Before I move on, of course, don't forget to follow on X. We have Sui and Near so far updated, and also more are to come. Injective and AVAX as well will be updated today on X. So starting on the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin or 2 hour chart, we are here. Basically in the daily, we saw today, of course, that we are moving toward the downside as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And as I mentioned that this wave 5 might be extended, of course, as an ending diagonal inside this blue box where we have, of course, 1, 2, 3, and potentially right now you finish the wave 4 and we are looking for a wave 5 toward the downside to finish finally, of course, this move for an impulse. Now, what is next? What's gonna happen, of course, after this finished impulse? Potentially, this finished impulse will be your wave A here, and then B and a C potentially toward the downside, and this will finish, of course, later on a wave D in a big triangle here. The triangle, of course, is taking a little bit more time. Definitely, this is very normal. And yeah, basically this is what we want to see as as a wave B and a C, and finishing a wave D and looking finally for a wave E and moving toward the downside. So very consolidating scenario here, and that is of course starting by a running triangle, A B C D E, finishing a wave B in a big wave A, B, and a C, of course. Therefore, we're looking, of course, even for lower. The next target is a 64. Potentially, it depends where the wave B is gonna land here. We're gonna readjust, of course. It depends. It can be lower, based on the E as well. Can reach the 61. So we're gonna see, of course. The lower we get in the wave E, the lower we get in a wave C. So this is the idea. Another scenario is that, of course, if we might break this invalidation or take the invalidation of the triangle here, this line exactly, and that means, of course, that you might have, in this case, you might have something else unfolding. Two scenarios, or even much more scenarios, can be here. You have three if you break, of course, this low. The highest possibility can go, of course, for a typical Elliott wave, a basic corrective channel, 3 ways down, 3 ways up. You're looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside. Or it can be 3 ways down, 3 ways up, of course, as corrective here. You're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C. The same scenario here, meaning A, B, and a C. You would like to see an impulse towards the downside. If we break also again, you still have another scenario, W, X, Y, X, and a Z, and potentially, of course, which is the same at the same time, W, X, and a Y, I would say. Let's take it easier. W, X, and a Y, your wave Y is a zigzag. You would like to hit the 1-to-1 fib level here, of course, to see before these levels here. We want to see the 1-to-1 of this structure. And the final one is, of course, potential ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a very short wave B, which is reducing the scenario here, reducing the possibility of a wave B. So we're gonna see how these scenarios are going to unfold. Currently, we still need to finish this wave 5 as an ending diagonal, potentially taking the low. 80k 800 might be, of course, the next target. It might be simply taking the low and finish there, and moving for higher a little bit for a wave B. I believe the wave B cannot retrace so much high. I think that it might hit the 0.5 normally for a zigzag as a wave B. Sorry, not the general wave B zigzag. Here we go. Yeah, so this is your wave B here, that it might, of course, hit the 84k again and then moving for a wave C. If we take a look also on KGT, so on KGT, the 1 minute chart here to check, of course, if this impulse toward the upside is gonna move from now or not. So we have, of course, bullish signal. We see some higher prices, but those bullish signal are not divergent with the price. They are showing weakness here. And of course, we might get a bearish pressure from the top here, and moving for one more low, of course, as you can see. Basically, it still can take one more high. Yeah, moving a little bit higher to add a much more stronger signal here for the bearish, because still not so strong. Actually, it is at 300, so potentially, yeah, it still can move a little bit higher, getting some strength from or pressure from the selling, and then moving toward the downside. And that means, of course, your ending diagonal here, your wave 4, might move down, or is still looking for a little bit higher as a correction wave 4, and then moving down later on. Yeah, so it might take time, guys, as sideways here, and then of course moving for the wave B after all. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin. Actually, we're gonna range in this area as a conclusion, and of course, trade safe all the time. Thank you for watching, thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.